Hi, Scorpio. This is a general reading for the sign of Scorpio. If you have Scorpio anywhere in your birth chart, this is your reading. It is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. You know what is for you and what is not for you. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Scorpio. What is it that you would like Scorpio to know or to be aware of during or for this reading, Spirit? Thank you. Messages for the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio, a little bit about how my messages work. This top row is your public life, your work life, your career life, your private life, or excuse me, not your private life. So in the public eye, maybe what you do for a profession, just how the public views you, how you are in the public. And then the second row here is your home life, your personal life, your family life. Anything in the private that we try to keep out of the public eye. And then the final row is final thoughts, final messages. What is it that will bring the reading together? What is it that Spirit would really like you to know? And when we're looking at these cards and interpreting these cards, we do take into consideration the sun, moon, and planetary placement, and also the energy that is surrounding you at this time. And the foundation, the basis of your reading here, Scorpio, is the Magician card. Making magic happen, creating, being in the state, being in the energy of creating, making magic happen. And that is driven by judgment. Perhaps you are being judged, or you are judging someone on what they are creating, what they are doing. Let's see how that plays in, how judging creation, determining, weighing creation, how that plays into the rest of your cards this week here for you, Scorpio. Let's just make sure that those are really nicely brought into view. And we start out with the Three of Wands, looking towards the future, the path towards the future, the path, looking at the path. And then we have the Four of Cups, and the Four of Cups really speaks to a non-appreciation, a lack of gratitude. And then we have the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands really, there's multiple meanings for the Seven of Wands. Being creative, uniquely thinking your way out of a box. How are you thinking your way out of a box? And then we have the Queen of Swords. And that Queen of Swords lets us know that we are cutting the ties. We are disassociating with things that are no longer serving us. And the judgment of the path, the judgment of the creating. Your path to what you view as success is uniquely yours. You have a very clear and very unique idea of what it means to be successful, and also what path you would like to take to achieve that success. And your unique perspective, your unique definition of what it is to be successful, and your unique path on to achieve success. It's almost been like a roller coaster ride, and there's been a lot of ups and downs, and I think that there's been a lot of judging. Not only you judging others that have a different point of view, but others judging you for your point of view. It's almost like a lot of judgment on both sides of the spectrum, on both sides of the table. But I also believe that you are ready to take the next step. And this next step is into the uncharted waters, into the uncharted territories, into the unknown. You're so unique on how you would like to approach this situation. You're so unique on how this success is going to be achieved, that you are moving into the unknown. And the key here, and I believe that is why this Magician card is showing up for you, Scorpio, the key here is to really trust your intuition and really trust that you can transform, you can create, and that you've been presented with challenges. You've been asked to think outside of the box. You've been asked to think creatively. I'm sorry for that pronunciation there, Scorpio. But really be creative and really thinking outside of the box. That was part of the journey. That was part of the transformation. And that you are taking the challenges that are being presented to you or have been presented to you, and you're transforming them into opportunity. And then we have the Ten of Swords, the end, the past, the end, and the Emperor card. Why do we have this Emperor card? And many times when I see the Emperor card, if we look closer, it really does look like he is sitting on a throne made out of stone. And many times we get so stuck in our ways, or there's people in our lives that are so stuck in their ways and so stuck in the way of doing things. And then we have the Page of Wands, which again is moving into, looking to the future, getting ready to take a step, getting ready for a grand adventure, and knowing that this new step, this new stage, this new adventure is going to take time. Slow and steady wins the race. And here we have focusing in on creating. Focusing in on creating what it is that we would like to create. I think, Scorpio, there is a person, or there is a past flame that is wanting to come into your life, or wanting to come back into your life, or is planning on making a reappearance in your life. Maybe they're planning on or trying to arrange it to where you'll run into them or you'll bump into them. And yeah, and so I don't know if they're planning on running into you or if you will run into this person accidentally. But there's a randomness that is not so random. That you were meant to run into this person again, or you were meant to, yes, you were meant to run into this person again. But always remember, Scorpio, that people are in our past for a reason. And very rarely do people from our past reappear in our lives as a reason to connect or as a reason to get together. Sometimes if this person is trying to accidentally run into you, it's just a way of them trying to get back into your life. Sometimes if it is seemingly random that you run into this person, it is the universe almost sending you a test. Testing you. Are you ready to move on? Are you ready for the new step? Or will you be drawn back in to a past experience? If, what is this? Thank you, Spirit. If this is an old friend or acquaintance that is not necessarily a past flame or a past fling or a past relationship, it's just an old friend, you can make plans to get together. But even then, do consider and ask yourself, is this the person that you would like to have in your life? And what does this past person bring back into your life? And is that past energy, is that past experience in align with your path, in align into what you are working on, in align with what you are wanting to create? We should only let people into our lives that align with our life's path, align with our purpose, and align with the vision that we have for our lives. And then we have this World card, self-reflection. And then we have the Pentacles, gratitude, appreciation, the Death card, endings. Endings so something can begin, and a tender heart. What is it about this tender heart? And there's, the universe is trying to bring in a gift for you. The universe is trying to bring in a fresh start for you, Scorpio. But this fresh start is coming from an ending. I think that there's a good amount of self-reflection here that needs to happen, that needs to occur. Self-reflection is healthy. And there's a difference between self-reflection and withdrawing. Self-reflection enables us to look back at the past in order to rewrite the past or to rewrite our present. And if we look back at the past as a learning lesson, as a stepping stone, then it can help us build a healthy present, help us build a healthy future. But when we look back at the past and we become stuck there and we do not use it as a stepping stone, we do not use it as a lesson, that is when it is withdrawal. That is when it's unhealthy. I think we also need to speak a little bit about mental health and seeking outside help in dealing with painful situations that have occurred to us, in dealing with and finding new ways to cope with past situations that have us feeling stuck, or which may cause us to want to withdraw, and which may hinder us from letting the good and positive come into our lives. And that is the message that I have for the sign of Scorpio. Thank you, Scorpio. You have a blessed week.